ladies, I'm Andrea Schell with What Would Men Say? We've got 3 really cool guys for you today who are going to talk all about commitment. Let's go meet them.
Hi, my name is Thomas. I'm single, and I'm a facilities manager.
Hello, my name is Chris. I'm single, and I'm a barbecue chef.
Hello, my name is Olivier. I am married with 3 lovely daughters, and I am an attorney.
So just to get the ball rolling, one of a very, very common phrase in our culture is that men are afraid of commitment. So I just wanted to find out, is that true?
I think some guys are a little shaky about commitment. I'm looking for somebody that I can be compatible with, and I'm not really afraid of commitment. But some guys are.
Mm-hmm. I found in my experience, if I'm already at the point where I'm dating someone, I wouldn't be there if I didn't want to be dating them. So, but I'm I guess speaking in a sort of less permanent sense, because I'm still at a stage in my life where most people I would be dating they're not talking about marriage yet, and that's when it gets more serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to the married guy.
Yeah. I'm kind of a commitment freak in a way, because I've actually been a serial monogamous since I was about 17 years old. Uh-huh. I was married at 24 years old, just 2 years out of college, to a girl I met in college. So for me, I knew I found the right one. There's no reason to be afraid of commitment if it's the right person.
So Chris, you had mentioned that you know some guys that are afraid of commitment. So what is that? What is the fear?
Some of the guys are not ready to make that a commitment because they feel that they'll be more like being tied down or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're not ready to give up their freedom, in other words.
I think that for men, really, especially, it's the sexual part of it is so important. It's like, because when you're committing, you're making the sexual commitment. You're making the commitment of, boy, that means this is it. I mean, if I'm going to do this right, I can't do, this is it. This is my person that I am going to be sexually with.
I don't know. I guess I was kind of thinking about something Chris said before about freedom. All of a sudden, if you enter into a place in your relationship where you're officially this, or you're officially that, you're officially an item, or you're a couple, or you're married, there's a certain set of duties and sort of obligations that come with it. If someone's my girlfriend, I've definitely got to take her out this weekend at dinner at least once, or I've definitely got to, it's Halloween, I got to spend it with her.
Well, Halloween, Thomas. Come on. Okay, it's Halloween, for crying out loud.
Not Halloween.
Everybody knows Halloween is a
it's the situation
holiday.
of like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? We're going up to the beach. You should come with us. Oh, I got to, my girlfriend's friends just had a baby, and I got to go to the shower. And it's all. I think that's
that doesn't stop, though. I mean, in marriage, it's like this constant, always string of things that you have to negotiate.
Yeah.
You got to negotiate your freedom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the benefit for me, though, is just the benefit is overwhelming if it's the right person, because it's somebody that you confide in, somebody that always supports you, somebody that always loves you. And that's just incredible. That's just the feeling that I get. It just makes me feel so good. Like I have a partner, and no matter what difficulties are going on in life, I feel so good that this person always has my back.
So I want to touch on freedom a little bit, because that's kind of come up a couple different times. Freedom. Yeah. So just tell me about what that concept of losing your freedom, what that's like for you. Is there a way to be in a relationship and not lose your freedom?
Having my freedom, it has its advantages, and then it has its disadvantages.
Yeah, I think there's always going to be a sacrifice of freedom when you're in a committed relationship. But what you want is a relationship where you've lost some freedom, but it's so great that you don't mind. And I think that's when you're in a good place. You're like, hey guys, I got to go get up early to do something with my girlfriend. Oh, you're whipped. Whatever, I don't care. She's great.
Exactly.
So that's when you know you're in a good place, when you don't mind these little sacrifices and the things you do for one another, because you're getting so much good stuff out of it too.
In a way, if you're in the right relationship, you almost feel an expansion of your freedom, because you don't only get your interests, you get their interests too, and maybe you'll learn something.
That's part 1 of our episode on commitment. Join us again soon to find out what Thomas, Chris, and Olivier had to say in part 2. We'll see you then.
What I love about women is everything. I think a woman is just like a flower, and they're so beautiful. I love them, and I wouldn't know what to do without them. So, to all the women, I love you.
This was really good. I love women because they're sweet and charitable and nurturing, and they smell nice and they're delicate and fascinating, and there's just, every day I learn something new I love about them. So thank you for being so lovely, women. I can't do it again because I forgot everything I said.